You think you're an influencer. Yeah. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I've decided to do like a get ready with me natural glam makeup. So this is what I would wear every day if I want to put a bit more makeup on my face. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to be answering your assumptions. So I put one of those question boxes on my Instagram story asking what your assumptions are about me, so I'm going to answer them, and some of them I was really like, oh my god, okay, but I'm going to answer them today in this video. I did actually try to film this video once before, but I forgot to press record, so I'm doing it again. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. I've already applied my moisturiser on my face. I did that off of camera, so I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to dive straight into the first assumption, and I'm going to read them off of my phone. So the first assumption is you compare yourself to others too much. I definitely compare myself to other people. I think that's normal. I think everyone does it. I don't know if I do it too much. I think I've kind of learned to just be happy with myself. Like, I would still get those days where I'm like, oh, why do I look like this? Or, oh my god, like, I just want to go to the gym, but I can't because, you know, I'm always pointing out certain, I'd say, flaws that I would see in myself. But then you just got to come to the realisation that this is just who you are, that there's nothing you can do about it. You should just be happy with who you are. I'm going to start with my base. I used to do my eyebrows first, but now I don't. Anyway, I'm just going to do this. I've zoomed the camera in a little bit. I'm going to first off go in with my sleek drop like thingies, highlighting elixir. I don't really have much left of this, so I'm just kind of using what I have. I need to get this again because it's like the perfect colour, but I'm just popping this on the high points of my cheekbones. Doesn't have to be neat because I am going to be putting foundation on. So this is just the makeup I would do if I wanted to apply a little bit more. It's not really like my everyday look. I like makeup, but I'm one of them people that I like to just rub my face. Now I'm going in with my foundation. So this is the Revolution Pro foundation drops. I love this foundation. It's just not, it's not like thick, which I like. I don't really like thick foundations, but I'm just putting a few drops on this flat brush. I prefer using a brush for my foundation rather than a sponge. I feel like it's just so much quicker, and it doesn't soak up as much product. But yeah, I'm just gonna rub this all over my face. If I wanted a bit more coverage, let's say I was going out, then I would put a little bit more on. But I just like to use it so that everything's kind of like a smooth base. So the next assumption is you are very confident and don't have many insecurities. I think you're beautiful, by the way. Thank you. I would say I have my confident days, and I also have the days where I really feel disgusting, and I think everyone gets that. And you don't have many insecurities. I don't really do. I do have insecurities. I just don't really talk about them because I feel like the more you talk about them, the more people are going to notice them, and then they will talk about them. But if you don't mention it, people are 9 times out of 10 not going to even notice it. And the next assumption is you don't let other people's opinions get you down. It depends who it's coming from. For example, like someone who is just not a very nice person and always tries to bring other people down, that opinion won't matter to me because I know they're just doing it because they're bored or that's what they thrive off of. However, if it was someone close to me and they gave an opinion that isn't exactly what I was expecting, it probably would get me down, because obviously that's coming from someone close to you. I'm going to move on to my eyebrows. For this, I don't actually do much to my eyebrows, I'm not going to lie. I kind of just get a black mascara and run it through my brows. Because I just don't really like the look of drawn on brows anymore. Not on me. Like for some people they still look nice with them, but on me it's just not really a look. I just do this so that they're kind of like shaped nicely, and I use black because I've literally got black hair and I can't be asked to buy like a separate brow gel, so I just use a mascara that I already had, like one of those mascaras where it's not completely dried out but it's not got like loads and loads and loads of product. And then I'm going to go in with my concealer and my little concealer brush from Eco Tools, I think it is. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish in Light Sand, and I just take a little bit on my brush, tiny amount, and I will just lightly carve my brows. Just going to dab that in with my finger so it isn't too thick. For my concealer on my face, I'm going to use the same concealer, and I don't use too much. I just pop it under my eyes, up there to lift my face, a bit on my nose, forehead, because the centre of your forehead is always lighter, and a bit there. I'm just going to let that sit there for a little bit, so I'm going to answer the next assumption, which is you always have your friends back 100%. The only time I wouldn't have my friends back is when I feel like what they're actually doing is wrong, and I will pull them up on it. Like I don't like to defend someone where I don't agree with what they're doing. Like I feel like that's just being like a sheep. Yeah, it's only if they need defending or if they need to need someone to help them, because obviously you don't want to say they're handling it and then you just start like going in. Then you kind of make it look like your friend can't handle the situation. So I'll always have my friends back, but it might not always be voiced, if you know what I mean, because I feel like sometimes you just got to let your friend just stick up for themselves. But yeah. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a different little kabuki flat brush to blend this out. The reason I let this sit there for a little bit is just because it gets a little bit thicker. I'm a sucker for a blend. I love blending. Right, now what I'm going to do is, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm going to move on to bronzer. So, no I'm not moving on to bronzer, I'm powdering my face. Now I'm going to use the Christian Breton powder, loose powder. Pop that underneath my eyes. I swear I always get the sirens in my videos. I'm just gonna slap it on my eyes. Oh, bollocks. I'm also going to put a little bit on my smile line, because just in case like it wants to crease. I mean, it never usually does crease, but just in case. So for the next assumption is you only have a small circle. So that's true. I have a lot of friends, but I have a small circle of friends where I know they're my friends, you know, and I know I can trust them, I know I can turn to them if I need anything. So yeah, I have a small circle. I feel like having a small one's better than having too many friends, because I think if you've got too many, you don't really know who you can trust. It's like there was that that post of someone who had loads and loads of friends, and then there was that like gravestone picture and there was no one there, compared to someone who had like 3 friends and all 3 friends were there. So I think it's nice to have a lot of like friends, like people you can go to parties with or festivals or whatever, but I like keeping it small. I just think it's easier that way as well. It's not as much stress. But I'm now just bronzing my face with a Rimmel bronzer. I don't actually know which one it is because it's all rubbed off, but it's just a bit more glowy. Now I'm going to use some blush. So I'm using the Lottie London Blush Crush, which looks like this. I don't know if this has a colour. All I know is the code's 396. While I'm doing that, I'm going to answer the next assumption. So you're naturally blonde. So this is really hard to explain. So when I was young, I was always blonde. I've always been a natural blonde. I used to have really curly hair, like literal ringlets. But when I got to high school, I dyed my hair. Like I used to have like green, like blue ends and it turned green, and then I've done quite a lot of stuff to my hair, but I think the natural colour now is the mix between blonde and brown. So it's like the dirty blonde, light brown kind of argument. But I don't know for sure because my hair's like black now. So it's actually a mystery to me if I'm still naturally blonde, but I used to be blonde when I was little. It's kind of mad really now looking at me. Yeah, I did put blush on my nose and I did put way too much on, but it's okay. Trust the process. But yeah. Wow, I used to be blonde. Looking at me now, can you imagine me blonde? Like, I wonder what I'd look like now if I was blonde. The next one is, you think you're an influencer. Yeah, look at me with my 2k followers on Instagram. No, I definitely don't think I'm an influencer. I think people use the term influencer so loosely. If I was an influencer, I'd have to be influencing something, but I don't do that, so like I don't think I influence anyone, so what am I doing? Yeah, highlight. So no, I don't think I'm an influencer. I'm just living my life. I just like doing, like taking Instagram photos, like content stuff. I just enjoy it. I like trying to make my feed look nice and everything. Right, okay, it just completely cut out my camera. So I ended up finishing my makeup without realising that the camera decided to cut out. But anyway, I'm just going to carry on with what I was saying, and I'll just explain how I did my makeup. But yeah, I woke up this morning and I was really sad because I finished this series on Netflix and I was really upset, and then I realised that there was 4 or 3 other seasons left for me to watch. So now I'm really happy again. But anyway, what was I doing? Was I highlighting my nose? I think I was just highlighting my face, wasn't I? So what I then do after I have highlighted my face, I then went in with the blush palette from Revolution, and I use this like pink shade all over my eyelid. I don't know if you can see that. And that's literally it for my eyes. And then the mascaras that I use are the Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift and the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I use this to kind of get the right shape of my eyelashes so they're not clumpy, and then this to just kind of darken them, because this is like running out, but I like the brush. And then for my lips I use 3 products. So I go in with the NYX Auburn Lip Liner, and then the Ted Baker like lipstick. It's like a lip balm lipstick, so it's really sheer and it's like pink. I don't know if you can see that. And then I go in with my Essence Wet Look lip gloss. I love this lip gloss. It's like £2. You need to get it. It's amazing. It's literally my favourite lip gloss. It's like clear with like little bits of glitter in it. But that is what I do with my makeup, so it's not anything special. I don't know what assumption I got up to though, so I'm just going to have to leave the assumptions there. So this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry about that little like mishap near the end. I don't know what happened, but oh well. I think I answered most of the assumptions anyway, and at least it was at the end of my makeup routine. But this is my makeup. I don't know if you'll like it or not. I did put a little bit too much blush on, but oh well. Quite fun filming it, like just sitting down, chatting, doing my makeup. It was like chatting to friends, even though I'm talking to a camera. Please like and subscribe, that would be amazing. I will love you forever. And I hope to catch you in my next video. Bye!